Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Evan Krugel. It's going to be another hot one today, though luckily not as hot as yesterday. As we take a live look outside, sunny skies to start the day over the Mile High City, but we are tracking the chance for some afternoon showers, which could help keep temperatures from reaching triple digits like they did yesterday. Joining me now is Chris Bianchi with our 9 News Weather Impact team. Chris, can we expect a cool down anytime soon? You used air quotes earlier today to describe some cooler weather that's on the way. It's still going to be hot, though.
Yeah, Evan, I don't know if you whip out the winter parka for when it goes from 100 to 94,
no,
but you don't. Me neither, just to be clear about that as well. I'm sure plenty of you are feeling the same as well. It is a little cooler out there today. I will say, I don't know about you, I did feel a little bit this morning. Didn't feel like entirely being inside of a hairdryer this morning, but look, we're going from 100 to 94 today. This is not exactly an Arctic winter front. It's right now in the low to mid 80s across northeast Colorado, mid to upper 90s southeast Colorado. The front, by the way, you can kind of pick it out. It's right along, just about to cross Highway 50 in southeast Colorado, 70s and 80s in the high country right now as well. In Denver, we'll get up into the mid 90s. We will see clouds increase. We most likely stay dry in Denver today. North of Denver, we'll have a better chance for some showers and storms. Flash flood watch up for the mountains and for the kind of far western, the mesas, as well as the San Juans, where we do have the potential for some slow-moving storms this afternoon. Radar's quiet right now. It will pick up, especially out here over the next couple of hours. We'll see that rain and those showers and storms pick up here over the next couple of hours with slow-moving classic monsoon storms likely this afternoon and this evening. And there you go with some of those afternoon, evening showers and storms north of Denver. Better chance for storms tomorrow and for Thursday as well. We're going to time out those storms tomorrow and Thursday, and why there's a bit of an unusual risk for some stronger storms over the next couple of days. I'll explain that in just a few minutes.
All right, sounds good, Chris. Thank you. We have more details about what led up to the deadly shooting at a Denver nightclub early Monday morning. Police say there was a confrontation between 2 groups of people on the outdoor patio and in the parking lot of Ultra Lounge. They say shots rang out in both locations. Now, police still do not have anyone in custody. Anyone with information is asked to call Metro Denver Crime Stoppers at that number at the bottom of your screen. The shooting at Ultra Lounge is part of a much larger conversation about how Denver regulates its nightlife. There's a proposal on the table to create new security and crowd control requirements for clubs that operate after midnight. But now city council members have decided to take more time before voting on those potential changes. 9 News reporter Ria Jha shares more details about what could change.
Yeah, and council members were actually supposed to take their final vote on this bill yesterday, but then delayed it just 24 hours after 9 people were shot at the Ultra Lounge nightclub in southeast Denver. Council members have now postponed this vote to August 3rd to allow for more community input. Under the proposed ordinance, Ultra Lounge and other nightclubs would need a new nightlife entertainment license beginning in April 2027. The club would need surveillance cameras, an approved security plan, and measures designed to prevent people from bringing weapons onto the property. Employees would also have to make reasonable efforts to address disorderly crowds within 25 feet of entrances and exits, so that parking lot area outside the Ultra Lounge nightclub where shots were fired yesterday would be included. The proposal would allow live entertainment until 4 a.m., but alcohol sales would end at 2 a.m. And because of this, the proposal was already facing questions before those 9 people were shot at the nightclub yesterday.
At the end of the day, these changes make a lot of sense for downtown, and they don't make a lot of sense for our neighborhoods.
So none of these proposed requirements would actually force the club to automatically take responsibility for the violence happening in its parking lot, but it does place the responsibility on clubs to take preventative measures beforehand. Reporting in Denver, Ria Jha, 9 News.
Colorado State Patrol is investigating a crash that left a woman dead near the Colorado-Utah border. This happened yesterday afternoon in Mesa County. Troopers say a woman from Colorado Springs was driving the wrong way in the westbound lanes of I-70 when she crashed head-on into another driver. The woman was pronounced dead on scene. The driver of the other car was hospitalized along with 5 other passengers. Troopers are still investigating this crash. A grand jury has indicted 2 operators at an assisted living home in Aurora. James and Angelica Vogel were indicted last Thursday. Prosecutors say they mistreated at-risk adults in their care and tried to mislead investigators. Deputies moved several residents out of the facility last week so they could be cared for someplace else while this investigation continues. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office is asking former residents or their family members to come forward if they have any information about the care provided at the home. Industrial pumps helped clean up the mess left behind from mudslides at a school in Telluride over the weekend. The superintendent says the mud pushed a door at Telluride Intermediate School, filling the theater and flooding 4 different classrooms. This is the first time this has ever happened at the school, but it often happens down the road on Highway 145.
Our biggest fear is that if this happened, last Friday, that it may happen again. I know the forecast is not looking great in Telluride, and while we need the rain, when it all comes at once, that causes some problems.
The superintendent says several community events, including the Telluride Film Fest, could be impacted by the damage to the theater. That festival starts in September. They're also hoping they can clean up this mess before the school year starts in just a few weeks. Multiple roads in Moffat County are now closed as crews work to put out the big Gulch fire that started on Sunday night. This one has burned about 1,500 acres north of the town of Craig with 0 containment so far. The fire contributed to a power shutoff for people in the area, but the power is back on this afternoon. Moffat County officials say support from residents has been critical, with locals providing water and even a bulldozer to help with those firefighting efforts. Meanwhile, in Ouray County, nearly 1,000 firefighters continue to fight the Gold Mountain fire. Crews made more progress Monday, boosting containment to 24% as the fire burns across just over 38,000 acres. Firefighters spent the day strengthening containment lines, putting out hot spots and protecting homes, while keeping a close eye on afternoon thunderstorms that brought gusty, shifting winds. And flooding is becoming a big concern with the Ferris fire burning in Dolores County down in southwest Colorado. It is 89% contained, but it's already burned more than 64,000 acres, making it one of the largest wildfires this season. Yesterday, flooding was reported at a campground impacted by this fire. Emergency crews say they're concerned about the chance for more rain and possible flash floods. And in Pueblo and Custer counties, the Aspen Acres fire grew a bit yesterday thanks to some hot, dry weather and strong easterly winds. It has now burned more than 101,000 acres and remains just 61% contained. More than 1,200 firefighters are still battling this fire. Crews are focusing on shoring defensive lines southwest of the San Isabel area.